You know when you tell your friend that you should start a podcast? That's what we did. Hi, my name is Tati.
And my name is Esme.
This is the Soul and Sips podcast.
Come and have a sip with us. Hello.
Hello.
We are back. Your favorite podcasters.
Well, I know at least one person that we are her favorite podcasters.
Your mom.
Hi, mommy. Hola, mommy.
First of all, how are you doing?
I'm good. We're in the silly mood now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, but good.
How was
great.
your week?
Actually, pretty nice. I was worried about this week because the previous weeks were shorter. There were always a holiday. There was a holiday in there, so there were like 4 days, and this one was kind of the first week that was like full.
Yeah.
And even though it wasn't full because we have a whole work day like out, but it was fun. I know that like work for me was like kind of easy this week, which was nice because we came from like a really mayhem time. But I feel now mayhem is gonna come again. And I'm like,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
For me, it's, I think for our team, it's always very, so we work with a lot of like external partners. And like June is always very busy because July and August will be like holidays, but that also means like holidays. I mean, obviously not that long, but a lot of people will be on holidays in those months because of the kids' holidays.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people want to get things done in June.
Yeah.
Like let's do this before summer,
Exactly.
and then in September we pick everything up again.
Yeah, that's true.
Usually that's how it goes. So I think we've been quite
Yeah,
kind
no,
of busy.
also for me too. But it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, it's also nice, honestly, to be a bit busy.
Yeah, I like it. Like honestly, this past year has been passed so fast. I don't know. For me, I'm like, well, we're in June.
Yes.
Where did
What
time
happened?
go?
Yeah, I
what
don't know.
happened? What did I do?
Yeah,
this
I
month?
really don't know, honestly.
Like, so many things have happened like this past 6 months, let's say. I'm like, damn. And like for me, like, it's been almost a year since like I've been happy. Since I escaped free and I was happy.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, I feel the past year I grew up so much and I'm like realizing, it's the year of realizing things. I just feel like, you know, like I like to think like me like a year ago, and I'm like, oh, I'm really, really, really happy to where I am right now.
It's such a different state of mind now.
So different, so much better.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, it's really happy. I'm like, oh,
That's really good. Really happy for you.
yeah, you've been there all the time.
Of course, and I will be here.
Yes. But how are you, girl?
I'm good. Nothing special for the rest, honestly.
Also, we just recorded the previous episode a lot of time, like literally before this.
So I'm still overwhelmed. No.
Things are changing. It's still the same as like.
No, exactly. But I'm just enjoying my time. I also like yes, work is busy, but I also notice that like I'm trying to very mentally focus also on like other things in my life besides work.
Yeah.
So for example, I had to pull him a couple of days, like my dog, and that just always makes me feel so like grounded or something.
Yeah.
Like I just really love that, like to be able to focus on her. I'm just such a dog
Your
mom
child.
sometimes.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Baby.
And I keep thinking about getting a dog myself. But
I also keep sending you videos about
yeah,
dogs.
I know,
Like,
and I
they're
just
so
cannot like
cute.
not think about it.
I know.
And I'm like, oh, we could do it.
I mean, I get it. That thought crossed my mind multiple times, but I'm like, I cannot do that right now. But I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think I could.
But I don't know. I know. And then
We're gonna wait a bit, but like at some point, yes.
Yes, no, I know. I mean, I probably will get a dog too. Not anytime soon, but they're so cute.
Well, girl, if I get one, then you will have to take it when I'm on holiday.
Exactly. Honestly, that's the best. Yes, get a dog.
Yeah, because then you can
because I can take care of it.
You can take care of it, but you also know that there will be an ending to it.
Yes. I can send it back.
Well, that is why I like having Pom now as well, honestly.
Yeah.
So if I really make that decision of like getting one myself, then like.
Then it'll be yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will take it away. It's okay. I will be an aunt. Oh my goodness. This is such a like, I felt such a like our generation thing to do. Like the dogs become your kids.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm gonna be an aunt. Yeah. And then you think like it's a baby. No, it's a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like kind of.
It really sounds like we're talking about
Like, I'm gonna be an aunt and I'm gonna take care of it. And then if you take this out of context, you will think, oh baby.
No. We're talking about dog.
Yay.
And today's drink.
I'm excited about this one.
Is a Punchy. I don't know. That's the brand. Punchy Hydration. It's mango flavor, and it says it has electrolytes, minerals, and vitamin C and D, and it's low in calories, and it aids muscle function.
I'm skinny.
And it has real fruit, and it's beautiful.
It is really cute. I really like the design, but also I'm a designer, so like it kind of makes sense. This is so cute.
This is very cute.
You know, they say like, oh, you shouldn't judge a book for a cover, but honestly,
you will.
You will, and also there are designers specifically just matching on like the book cover because they know that people are gravitate toward that.
Yes,
so.
Exactly. And I was honestly in the Albert Heijn in the supermarket, and I saw this, and I was like, ooh, that looks cute, and it's mango, so I think I will like it.
I love mango things, like mango juices, mango like ice cream. I feel the mango is a very good flavor that. You know how there is banana flavor and it doesn't really taste like banana? Mango is a flavor that it really will taste like mango.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We never cheers, actually. Now that I think about it.
Pros. Salud. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, that's very nice.
That's very nice.
Ooh.
It's also, indeed, like it says lightly sparkling.
Yeah, it's just
like
very
it's
tiny.
Very light. Because there's a lot of people that don't really like very sparkling things, like you.
Like me. Oh,
then
it's
I can imagine
very, very light.
Yes.
I can. The thing with sometimes with sparkling things is like when I'm thirsty and I want to drink something, I'm like, I don't drink it, I chug it when I'm thirsty. With the sparkling thing, I cannot do that.
No. Also, it would make you burp.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I hate burping. So.
But you know, actually, it tastes like real fruit. Like honestly, it tastes like real fruit.
It does taste like, yeah.
It tastes more like juice. Yes, it's slightly sparkling, but I like it a lot actually.
Wow.
Wow, this is a good one.
I think I'm finding a good like favorite drink now.
Yeah.
I like it. Hey, Punchy, sponsor us.
Yeah.
We like you.
Yeah, give us more. Give us more flavors.
To keep drinking this.
Yeah, exactly. The topic of today is the future.
Dun dun dun. It sounds so like weird, like the future.
Yeah.
But
well, I know that because I think, how did we come up with this topic? I think that I was the one that was like,
you
oh,
told
maybe
me
we
about
can
that.
do one about this. And then you were like,
I was like,
girl, I hate that question.
Yes,
People like ask me like, where do you want to be in 5 years?
Yeah.
But usually that's in an interview setting. Right?
Yes, when you're in an interview, they ask you.
So you have to adjust your answer to whatever they want to hear.
Yes.
And that's.
But also I hate it because it's like, I don't fucking know. I don't even know what I'm gonna do next week. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do this week, but I don't know what to do next month. Well.
But you don't like to think about it, because I think I'm a very idealistic person, so I have this ideal future in my mind of what I want my future to be like.
I feel that I stop having that the moment I leave my country. Because it really made me think that life can change, and if you do have that idea and that doesn't become true, then you could be very disappointed that you didn't make it. But because you didn't make what you were thinking, it doesn't mean that it's bad or wrong
or less
less important.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I never thought I was gonna move to the Netherlands. Like I moved here in 2020, which also again crazy.
Yeah.
To move outside,
during COVID.
during COVID. But even starting that year of 2020, I didn't know I was moving here. And then I found my master's and all that, and I'm moving here. And I think it was one of the best decisions I ever done, but I didn't know that. And when I was little, I always thought I was gonna move to the States. That was always a dream for me. And then I know swimming will like help me with that. And I thought I was really just gonna stay there. And I was like, oh, it's so nice. And then also like my parents can come here, and then it's not that far from home. I can visit Colombia, blah blah blah. And then that changed, and then I'm here, and then I'm like, I love the Netherlands. And I never thought that. So you wouldn't have envy. So I feel I have that. No. So also when people ask me, oh, would you like to stay in the Netherlands? I'm like, yes, I would like to. However, you never know what's gonna happen.
No, but I also, so what I mean with like how you see the future, or how I have this idealistic world, like yes, I have things in my mind that I would like to have, but it's not like if I don't get it, then I will be sad or something.
Yeah, I think it's also something to look forward.
Exactly. Like, for me, it's just something like a goal that you can work towards, and like priorities shift. Like I notice it now. Priorities are shifting because I thought I was going to be, this career-driven person, like only wanting to get better, only wanting to make more money, only going up the corporate ladder. And now I realize that's definitely not what I want. I just want to make like a decent amount of money and like
and be happy,
and live like with like have a family and have a dog and all those things. So like that's what I mean with priorities are shifting. And so this, like, whatever you have in mind for the future is never set in stone, because you also never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you also don't know you don't know what's going to happen. No. So, but yeah, I feel that's how I would think. Like, I honestly, after having a low time in my life, I was like, I honestly just want to be happy. Yeah, I want to be surround people that I love and they love me, and then I care for them. And for me, it doesn't matter if it's family or not. Like, I have my friends, I love my friends, and I know they all love me. They're like my little cute family. That's also fine. Of course, I would love to have my family close, but I know it's not a thing, but that's fine. Like, I will figure it out. Yeah. What else do I want? I want a dog. That's eventually a dream of mine. But that is just whenever the time comes. But, yeah.
But because of that, because like we don't want to make it like too serious,
too serious,
crazy, and like so we came up with some like funny and light questions of like just like figure out how you are as a person,
Yeah.
So in 5 years, would you be more likely to own a house, a dog, or a spaceship?
In 5 years, how old would I be?
Counting.
Yeah, counting math. I'll be 33. Most likely a dog, having a dog. Mm-hmm. I will say there may be a house then, but for sure a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure a dog. Yeah. For sure a dog.
Yeah.
A spaceship, that's too... I don't even want a spaceship.
Exactly.
Would you like a spaceship? Would you ever like to go to space?
No, never. I just don't have that.
That terrifies me.
Exactly, it scares the shit out of me.
Yes, part of me is curious. I'm a very curious person, and I feel I'll be like, but honestly, it will terrify me.
No, I just don't see why. Like, we have the Earth.
Yeah. Take care of what you have here.
Yes, and also there are so many places that we have not seen yet.
Yeah.
And I would rather like spend my entire life traveling and going to all these new places rather than going on a spaceship to see some darkness.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
true.
Literally don't understand why people want to go to space.
Yeah,
I just don't have that at all.
I do understand, because it does cause like curiosity on me.
Yeah.
Because it's like the only thing what I would love to is like, go out and look at the Earth.
Yes, okay, that's the
only, just to have that and see with your own eyes. Yeah. But that's it.
That it's round.
But also that the Earth is round. I don't think we'll have people that listen that like thinks it's Earth. And hey, no judge. But if you think the Earth is flat,
I don't think this is where you should be.
Yeah, I don't think this is where it should be. But also, I'm really curious. It's like I like to listen their reasoning of why.
Yeah.
If you think the Earth is flat,
Tell us why.
tell us why. I just want to know. Like I want to see your reasoning and trying to understand your point of view.
Yeah.
I really don't think it's flat, but hey, I want to see where you come from. I want to see your train of thoughts. Like I want to understand that. But other than that, I would love to see that. But then also just thinking of all the preparation, also how your body changes, and right now there is all these like, like recently there was like Katy Perry went to space and they were there for like 2 seconds, and there was a whole this marketing thing. I honestly think that all those people, they have a lot of money, can put that money in so much better things than going to space, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
And wasting that, and also I don't think like there is so much fuel and that is not great for the environment. And then when it comes down, it also like explodes and it just lays on the ocean, and I'm like, wasted.
Yeah.
So
I don't see why. I really don't see why.
So,
but on the other hand, like, when the Europeans like crossed the ocean, they also didn't know that they would find the Americas.
Well, they were going to India.
Yeah, but they didn't know. Like for them, it was the end of the earth.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I do see why like people are curious.
Yeah.
I just don't have that myself for some reason. Like I think we have Earth. There are so many things to see on Earth. Why would we leave?
Yeah,
I literally don't get it. There's no oxygen. Yeah, sorry, but like.
Yeah, there's no oxygen there. Why would you go to a place where there's no oxygen? You're gonna die. It's like, hey, great point, honestly.
Oh, funny, but okay. Do you see yourself living in a city or like surrounded by nature?
I think in a city.
Yeah.
Actually, this is something we were talking today. I really like Amsterdam because it's like the perfect combination of having a quiet place and like a little bit remote. At the same time, the crazy of a city, but it's not such a big city that is that crazy. Like I come from Bogota, so mayhem, like it's just chaos.
Yeah.
And here, of course, it's not like that to that level, but it has this tiny little chaos that I like. I thrive in that, so I love that. Also, that's one reason I really like Amsterdam, and I think I do see myself living here. Maybe if I have a family, I would like to have a house. And I don't think I could afford a house in Amsterdam, or like at least of the size that I imagine to have a house.
I mean, you never know, but...
Yeah, you never know, but I don't know. And so maybe like on the little outside of Amsterdam. Like, for example, I used to live in Amstelveen, and they're really nice big houses there, and it's still really close to the city, so maybe that will be a place where to live. But I don't think I would like to live in the middle of nowhere. What do you do? Go and talk to the cows.
Yeah, I think, so for me, I think it's really, I will say city now, but I would love to have a house later on and like a big garden, like for the dogs and the kids and everything, and I just want them to be like running around and stuff. And I see myself like having that in Spain, to be honest. Yeah. And then like, you know, where it's warm and where you can actually spend time outside, because I don't really know why you have a garden here in the Netherlands when half of the year is raining. And true. I don't know, like all those things. But I do always say, like, if we one day have that house, I want to be close to a city where you can find whatever you want to find. And, like, for example, a hospital. What really scares me is when people live so in the middle of nowhere that an ambulance or something would be there in an hour.
Oh, geez.
Like, I don't know how you can do that. I always want to live close to a hospital.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, but also that is like a very, I think it's a Dutch thing to, there is like hospitals around the city, of course, and then you go to the closest one.
Yeah.
Because it's like a public system. It's like like it's public. Like you go to any hospital.
Yeah.
In Colombia, I don't know how it is when you are in emergency, but in Colombia you go to the hospital that is from your insurance. So for example, I had the military health insurance, so I have to go to the it was called literally like hospital militar, like military hospital. It was literally called like that. I will have to go there, and that was like an hour away from my house. So I don't know, and that was just because, of course, I was like underage and I was like with my parents' insurance and all blah blah blah. So I know that, but I don't know how it is with other insurance, and I really don't know.
Yeah, I really mean like in an emergency.
Yeah, I get it.
You know,
I don't know how it will work there.
There are also like clinics and stuff. Yeah. I just want to have somebody close by that knows their shit.
Yeah, that's
if
true.
something happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you just never know, and I don't want to be in that like, I don't know.
Yeah,
waiting
if something
for,
happens, and you never know.
But
yeah, I get it.
That's my only thing.
I get it. Understandable.
But I do like the idea of like being surrounded by nature, because I think, I mean, especially if you're a little bit older, right? Like of course for the kids you want to make sure that they have a good school and everything. But later on,
when they're gone.
Oh, imagine like having a big house in Spain and like plants everywhere and just like sitting in your garden with a book.
Yeah, no, I get it. Also, when you're like old and then your kids are gone.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Sorry, we have technical difficulties. It's all good, Fine, I just got a call and then pause the recording.
But we're back.
We're back.
Next one. If your life was a Netflix show, what would you call it?
Mayhem. No, I don't know.
I feel like my life would be too boring to be a Netflix show.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think there's some drama. It'll be funny.
Yeah.
I do think my life is kind of not boring, but it's kind of like it's not that exciting. Like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
We're not the Kardashians.
No, exactly. I mean, maybe one day.
Hey, you never know.
Maybe this podcast will make us famous.
Yeah, but I feel that even like famous people, it's like we just have a normal life.
Yeah.
Just like, the days is like, wake up, go to work, we work out, we hang out. Like, it's nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
I feel that for me, maybe it would be fun to like tell like all my trips, like when I move from Colombia, then to States, then here.
Yeah.
But that's it. I just want to have a normal, chill life.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't ask for that
too.
much.
No.
Like I feel like that's why I'm maybe like really happy lately. It's like, like I realized that like I'm happy with who I am, with the people that I have around me. That I'm just like, oh, this is it. Like, actually, last time with work we ended up talking about like dying. Like if you will die randomly next week or something, would you be happy of what you have done?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. Honestly, yeah.
I would also be happy. Like with like where I've come and stuff. But on the other hand, I do also have like a lot of ambition still.
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
yes, I want to, do a lot of things that I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, exactly.
like, for example, financially. And so, I mean, there are a lot of people that really want to get rich. And of course, like, richness is relative.
Yeah.
Like, for everybody, that means something else. I don't feel like I need, like, to be a millionaire.
Rich, yeah.
However, I wouldn't mind. No, no, I mean, like...
Well, no, it's like about having, like, how is it called, like economic freedom or something like that?
Yes, I think I would like
that
to.
way.
Yes, exactly. I would just prefer if I didn't have to worry about money, and sometimes I have to worry about money, and I want to get rid of that.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I would like to have more financial freedom. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Financial freedom, like, and that's completely normal. It doesn't mean that you have to be millionaire, and it's not like we are struggling right now. But in a way, it's really nice to not think about it, so you could put time and effort in other things.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like. I would love to just don't worry about the, let's say, money when it comes to traveling. Like I would love to go to places and all that, but sometimes I need to like watch out for the budget and all that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I save enough money and I travel really conscious. And it would be nice to just travel and really don't think about it.
Yeah. Just go crazy.
Yeah, just go crazy. They're like, I'm gonna go to this like hotel, but
Yeah.
also at the same time, I wouldn't even do that because I would like to stay in like a little hood.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere, when it's like, I don't know, €5 a day.
Yeah.
I also would love to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And what do you think you would like your future self to tell you who you are today?
Probably the same that I will tell my younger self, would be like, enjoy right now. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the past. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Really enjoy it right now. Because even if my future self will like prepare me for whatever happened later in life, I'm like, I don't even want that, because things will happen in your life for a reason. That's how I think so. And those things that happen in your life will take you to where you're supposed to be. Like, I had a lot of mayhem last year, like a year ago, and even though it was like horrible, one thing that really kept me going, I was like, this is not gonna last forever. I know that. And this is happening because I am gonna be better after this.
Yeah.
And it was true. It was literally, I just have to pass that, and after that, I'm like, I'm completely fine. I'm better than what I was before.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just had to go through that to learn from that, move on and all that. So the future me will be like, hey, enjoy that. Everything that will happen will happen for a reason, and you just always will learn from that.
Yeah.
What would you say your future self to you?
I hope I would say, like, chill. Like, you have time.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Because sometimes I feel like, I'm not, like, doing as much as I could. I need to do more. I put, like, a lot of pressure on myself to, for example, go more towards that financial freedom.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I'm 26. Like, relax. It doesn't have to happen in this year or next year, or, like, take some time.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. It's gonna be
enjoy
fine.
right now.
Yeah.
Like, enjoy what you have right now.
Basically the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
But and also just like what we also discussed one time before in an episode, I just need to really learn to let go of people's opinions.
Yeah.
Like, really stop caring about what other people like think, or
because honestly,
like, let go.
Yeah, because also you think everybody is so into yourself. Like, let's say when I'm walking and all that, I'm thinking about me and myself and what I'm gonna do. I'm not thinking about the other people around me.
No.
So if you think every person is doing that, nobody's worrying about what you're doing.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So just really.
Very true. I think those are the biggest ones.
Yeah. We got deep in here.
Yes, we got a bit deep. And then the next question is a very random after that. But what is one country that you really want to visit still?
Well, it's been in my bucket list, Japan. I really want to go to Japan. Like, I got recently really into, like, Asian, Japanese and Chinese food. And I would love to go there and really, like, eat and see all. Like, it's also a very completely different culture. I would love to see that. That's one. I would love to go to Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Australia, New Zealand. I think New Zealand, I've seen, is beautiful to, like, hiking and stuff. But I also would love to go to Latin America. to travel all the south of America, like to Argentina, to Brazil. I've never been there, so I would love to do that. Those are like my 3, like, top bucket lists.
Yeah.
What about you?
I actually saw that I made a list, like, when I was maybe 18 or something.
Oh.
And I don't know why, but on the first one, it said Cuba. Yes, and that was before I even knew Javi or anything.
Manifesting.
Yes, and I saw that like a couple of months ago, and I was like, "Whoa, look at this!" So
That's
I showed him, and I was
crazy.
like, "Whoa, that's crazy," because I don't really. That's something that I just wrote down once.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like
think
why or something back then. So I do really want to visit Cuba now, especially also to just see where he's from. And the other one is Brazil. I've always wanted to go to Brazil. Because for some reason, I feel like I would feel at home there. And I don't know why. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like, or at least what Brazil is known for me, is the mix of cultures, the mix of races. Like, people, like a lot of mixed people there.
Yeah.
Like a lot of mixed race people there.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would just feel at home there for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because I've never been there. So there's no explanation for it, but I just really want to go there.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I want to go to those waterfalls, like Iguazu.
Oh, the Iguazu waterfalls between Argentina. Yeah, me too.
Yes, and then you can see them from Brazil, and you can also see them from Argentina.
Yeah.
So I want to do both.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of things. I also want to go to Madagascar, for example. I think that would be very cool. South Africa, like more countries in Africa, because I've only been to Morocco.
That's true. One goal.
Australia as well.
Yes, one goal for me is like at least visit every continent. That's like a goal. Like at least have that. I already have North and South. I don't know how certain people divide those two. For me, it was always America. Like America for me was always just the whole thing.
Yeah.
Of course, been there. Been there.
Yeah.
Now Europe already have that. I have Asia now. So yeah, still more to go.
I actually have been to a lot.
Yeah.
Not the North Pole.
No. I would love to go that.
I don't have that.
Really?
Nah. Also like Norway and stuff. I'm like, nah.
Really?
Also because it's very expensive. And then I'm like,
yeah,
I mean, yes, if it's worth it, like worth it for you to spend that money, then like go do it. But for me, it's not. I would rather go to South Africa.
No, I would love to, but for one reason only. I mean, the views I know is really beautiful country because it's really like, especially the north of those countries is very like empty.
Yeah.
So you can really see nature of like as nature.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
and
true.
I really, really want to see the Northern Lights.
Oh yeah, okay. That's the only thing that I would like to see.
That's like a dream of like really, really want to see those.
Yeah, and I think like because I'm saying like yes, I've been to a lot of continents, but for example, in Latin America, I went to Suriname. Yeah. Which is not like the other countries there surrounding there, so it doesn't really count. I feel like, and it's the same with Africa because like going to Morocco is completely different than going to another part of Africa.
Yeah. Also, Africa is a massive continent.
Yes.
Which a lot of people, Africa is just a country, and I'm like, it's just a continent. Calm down.
We get it, we know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so there's a lot of things to do, to find out still.
Yeah. Yeah, coming back again to like, there's so many places in the earth that you can travel and visit that. Yeah. Why would you go to space?
Exactly.
When there is no oxygen.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's go to the dilemma?
Yes.
The dilemma for this week is... Okay, so you have to choose. Okay. Would you rather live in a treehouse in Costa Rica?
Okay.
Or in a canal house in Amsterdam? So, context, the canal house in Amsterdam is like, it will be very central. You will most likely not have a garden, I would say.
Well, you have a roof.
You have a roof.
A lot of people put the stuff in the roof of the boats. Yeah. I will put a picture of like what we mean with that if you haven't seen that. But it's not my ideal living situation. Like I love Amsterdam, but that I'm like,
It's gonna cost you a lot of money.
Also, you will think it's cheap. No, it's really expensive. Yeah. Hmm. Treehouse. I, I know I come from a Latin country, but I cannot handle the heat. I just cannot, and I just honestly cannot see myself living in like a place that is warm all the time. I feel I will die. I will be very. Even when I go to holiday, at the end I'm already annoyed by the heat.
Yeah? Oh, I never really get annoyed.
Oh, I get really annoyed because I sweat for everything, so I'm sweating all the time. I feel sticky, like I cannot put makeup because I sweat through my face and it's just pointless. My face breaks out. My hair doesn't know what to do. I'm sweating nonstop. I just get very, very annoyed. Also, I get really tired. Like the heat makes you tired.
Yeah, true.
So I just not meant to be in a warm place, even though it sounds so weird because. But also, you have to understand Bogota is not warm. So like, so I don't come from that, and I'm not built for that. So I will choose the boat. What do you choose? Because I'm the one choosing all the time.
No. I think I will.
You have to choose this time.
Okay, if I have to choose, I mean, it's a bit difficult because I mean, obviously Amsterdam. I know Amsterdam. It's like literally where I'm from. And so I know how everything works, and like going to Costa Rica would be like a complete different thing.
Yeah.
So making that decision, like now for the rest of my life, will be very difficult.
Exactly.
But looking at what I don't have that with the heat. Like I love that, and I feel like I would get used to it. And I love the humid heat. Like it sounds so weird.
I hate that.
But the heat that you have in the tropics is different than the heat that you have in Spain, for example. I think in Spain it can be very dry. And that's not the type of heat I like. I like the heat that is like humid and it's like a blanket.
Ugh, I hate that.
I love it. I don't know, because it doesn't make me feel as hot. It's more like...
What do you mean?
It makes me feel less hot than a dry heat.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
The only thing is like my hair cannot handle it.
You heard the bye.
Yeah, my hair cannot handle it. And so...
Yeah, that's true. But also, if you think about it, those warm places is where curly hair comes from.
Yes.
What do they do? How do they do? How do they take care of it? I don't know.
Yeah, girl, I don't know. I honestly
don't
know
how they do it.
But I think I would go for the treehouse this time, then if I have to choose.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, because I just like the jungle vibes. Like the sounds of the jungle make me like really relax.
I do love that.
I mean, I would like to have
that.
a water source close by.
I also do love that.
Like a river or something.
Yeah, I do love that. I could not live like that forever.
I think I would find my way. I think I would find my way. I mean, obviously it would be very difficult because, I mean, if I lived there and stuff, I probably cannot go here. So meaning I won't see my family again. Like, that would be like the biggest thing then for me. Why I wouldn't want that, but...
You chose a tree house.
A kennel house, like, oh, girl.
No, I get it.
Like
I
living
know.
in a boat, and it would be super expensive. Like,
yeah, I know. But there are some that are cute.
Yeah, they can be very cute, but also like your house is moving.
That's true. Honestly, maybe I will sleep really good. I don't know. I don't know.
You will sleep good everywhere, girl.
That's true. That's true. But that's the thing. I just cannot with the heat and. Yeah, no, I cannot control that. I'm not meant to deal with heat, which I know.
The tropical heat, the
tropical
plants.
heat, and
I love
when
it.
you say, did you love it? I remember when I used to live. So I used to live in the States in like San Luis. Summers are very, very, very humid, and you will come out of the house and it feels like you're walking inside an oven. And you're standing, not doing anything, and I was already dripping sweat. And I was like, I hate this so much. The summers there were horrible. I hated it so much.
But isn't there more like the dry heat like in Spain?
No, there is very humid. Like everything felt wet.
Because I mean like the ones that you literally have like... No, the tropical...
No, even
plants
when I
and
was
stuff.
in Colombia, when I went to like Santa Marta, the north, and we were like hiking kind of like...
Yeah, there it's very humid. There it's very close to the equator.
Yeah, it's very humid and all that. I hated that. It's like
I love that.
There's like I remember I took a picture because I took a walk by the beach, and then I came back, and I was drenched in sweat, and it was already evening. The sun wasn't even out anymore.
For some reason, I really don't sweat that much. Like, for example, in Singapore and Malaysia, like, that's obviously very close as well to the equator, but on the other side. I love being there.
Yeah, but maybe it's because you don't sweat. For me, that's the annoying part. Maybe. And I don't know if you know anything about this, please let me know. I feel that Latin people, or people that come from like warmer places, sweat a lot. And I don't know, it's because your body is really used to keep you cool because you're used to be in the warm, that's why you sweat the most. But girl, I'm gonna stand up here and then go there and come back and I'm already kind of a little sweaty. But my face, that's the thing. If it's annoying me, that is my face.
Yeah, I get it.
So if you will have that, I feel that you will also get annoyed.
Yeah. I do sweat, but just like in very specific places, like my nose.
No, it's really funny.
Funny.
It's different, but hey,
I think it's just really different.
That's how you know, like, you know, you can like different things, and you still be
from
friends.
Different places.
And come from different places, and you still be friends and love each other, and then hang out and then have similar opinions, but also different.
Yes, exactly.
That's what makes us human. And on that note,
that's the perfect ending of this episode.
Yes. Remember to like, comment. Please like and comment. Please.
Like and comment.
Mami, por favor, comenta. Gracias.
And share it as well with people you think you would be interested.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a lot of like people, anybody, expats, anybody that understands English. Like, why would this not be interesting?
Yeah.
This will be interesting for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, share it.
Like, just have different opinions of like different cultures and all. Oh, our cultures especially, because we know we always talk about our perspective.
Yes, because we cannot fill things in for other people, right? Yeah. But this is how we see life, so.
And then maybe that's why we invite people, and maybe that's why we will invite people later on.
And if you would like to be invited, also let us know. And if you have a topic in mind, also let us know.
Yes. And see you next time.
See you.
Doei.
Bye.